Dr. Curran, can you help her? She can't feel anything in her legs. She can't walk.
Max, honey, just let
You have to help her. Everyone says that you're the best there is. Now, you tell me you can make this happen. Tell me you can make her walk again.
In many ways, this is rather simple. Mrs. Holden, this X-ray pretty much tells it all. It may be hard to see, but this vertebra right here, called the L1, has been fractured. It's also been dislocated somewhat, but that's of secondary consideration. But the trauma has caused a great deal of pressure to be put in the nerves in that area. And that pressure has essentially caused them to shut down so that they don't get any messages from the brain. Consequently, your legs not only have no feeling, they also won't move when you tell them to. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
But you can fix that, right? I mean, the surgery can correct this.
Max, please.
Sorry.
All right, let me tell you, I understand this. I tell my legs to move, but they won't because they're not getting any messages because the nerves are all mashed up because of the broken bone.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, I said that this was simple, meaning it was simple to explain, and it's pretty simple from a medical point of view.
But...
Well, let me explain what an operation would try to accomplish. The surgeon would go into this area and try to remove some of the broken vertebrae so as to minimize the pressure to the nerves.
Well, will they have to do the surgery here, or are they going to fly me to Houston, or...
No, we wouldn't want to see you travel. My team could fly down here and join me. Of course, you'd want a second opinion before you made any decision.
What are the odds of this?
Frankly, these cases are so individual, we really can't talk about it on that level. It is an extremely delicate surgery, though.
But it works.
Not always.
Do I have any alternatives?
Well, aside from complete bed rest for a very long period of time to allow the vertebra to heal itself, there really is no alternative.
My wife is very big on holistic medicine.
Well, Mrs. Holden, it's your decision. It's your body, your legs. But I'm going to be blunt. In my opinion, if you ever want to walk again, you're going to need surgery.
Is there something I can do to help?
No, thank you. I just,
Oh, please sit down.
Do you believe that everyone deserves a second chance, no matter what their sin?
Do you believe that everyone has some goodness in their heart?
Yes, I do. But do you?
Yes. If I believed in pure evil, I couldn't believe in redemption.
And so you do. You believe in redemption.
Yes. But for a person to attain redemption, he or she has to work for it, strive for it.
What if he can't help himself?
There's nothing you can do if he's not ready to act in his own best interests.
There has to be something I can do.
Well, there is. You can try and make him believe in himself, that he's worthy and capable of saving himself. Make him believe that he can save himself if he's willing to act on his own behalf.
Miss Saybrook, I don't want to focus on your accusations or your feelings at the moment. Right now, I'm interested in hearing from experts. Warden Ramsey, you had some comments regarding the prisoner, Todd Manning?
Only that since he started therapy with Mr. Martino, Manning's been a pretty good fellow, mostly. Doesn't get in fights like before, tends to his chores, seems to be working real hard on his problems.
All right, thank you. Mr. Martino, as Mr. Manning's in-prison counselor, what are your feelings regarding his potential release?
I'm not a corrections officer. I'm a therapist, and I'm only speaking in that capacity.
I understand.
I think the best thing for Todd is for him to be removed from the prison setting. I mean, of course, Todd needs intensive help to rebuild and restructure his damaged psyche, but he is not a career or hardened criminal.
Whoa, excuse me, fella. Mr. Manning here has committed an awful lot of felonies for a man who isn't a hardened criminal.
Excuse me, Mr. Gannon. I'm not finished with Mr. Martino here. I'm not exactly clear what you mean, Mr. Martino. Could you explain?
Well, Todd needs long-term intensive therapy, and he's not going to get it behind these bars.
You're seeing him in your capacity as a therapist, are you not?
Mr. Dunstall, I'm a counselor in a prison with a caseload in the hundreds. I'm not capable of giving Todd the kind of care he needs in this setting. I mean, we're talking about an educated young man from a good background with a chance at a normal life. If he can only learn how to manage his rage. His problems are largely behavioral.
Would you really believe that's this prisoner's goal? The chance at a normal life?
I would never make this plea if I weren't certain of that. And I would never suggest for him to return to civilian life if I didn't believe that he deserved the opportunity to change.
Certainly have done all right for yourself, Hank. Nice job, nice girl, nice place. You better enjoy it now, while you still can. Yep, you've done all right. Well, Sheila, you gotta be more careful about leaving your keys laying around. So inconvenient getting knocked out like that. Not that it's gonna happen to me, though. When a change comes, it comes big, huh, Mr. District Attorney?
Oh, great. Where are they? Okay. I know they're in here somewhere.
So what brought this about? The last time we spoke, well, you weren't quite sure about David, and yet now you are. I mean, you're sure that he's our brother.
I can't say what it was exactly. It wasn't anything specific. It was everything together. The things he says, the way he says them, the way he talks about our mother. I just feel it in my heart, Vicky.
You know, why don't you two talk alone?
No, please. You don't have to leave. Clearly, Tina's convinced that you're telling the truth.
And why would he lie? He's already said he doesn't want anything from us, so he's not a gold digger. So, you know, he was ready to pack his bags and go home.
Ah, yes, that's right. In fact, you were quite adamant about going back to Portland as soon as Dorian was free. Do you still feel that way?
To tell you the truth, I don't think that I do.
Really?
Whatever I was going back to, it just isn't there.
And there's no one?
My adoptive parents died years ago. Most of my friends were on the job, a job I quit, in order to come here and help Dorian. So maybe what I need is a new start, and maybe Landview is just the place to start from. What is it, Vicky?
I don't buy it. It's too easy.
This is all going to work out. I mean, Dr. Curran's one of the best in the state, and Texas has a lot of the best, so, hey, that's saying something. And Dr. Sweeney, hey, he agrees surgery's the way to go, and so does the specialist, Dr.
Fromeyer.
Fromeyer, hey, so we're doing the right thing here. Definitely. Can I get you anything?
No.
You still have on that drug that mellows you out?
I guess.
I guess I'll just sit here then.
Max, I know it was Blair that hit me. I know she was the one that was driving.
What? How'd you find out?
Yeah, she came in here and told me.
She came here? She just... Where did she think she could come in here and bother you like that? Just barge in on you and upset you?
Stop it, please. I assume you didn't tell me because you were trying to protect her.
No, it's not.
Me being in bed with a busted spine is one thing I don't blame her for. It's just a terrible accident. In fact, the truth is, there are a whole lot of things she's done that are much, much worse. She hurt Al.
It's okay now.
I'm not talking about the accident. She made him disillusioned with his own father. That hurt him. She was hurtful to you, too. She made you think what you were doing was all right when she knew it wasn't.
I see the truth now. It's very clear to me, and I
But
want you to know.
I don't want to have this conversation with you right now.
Well, do you want me to get you?
No, I
anything?
want you to
Want
just
me-
leave me alone, please.
Look, I did cause some terrible things to happen, but it doesn't mean that I'm a terrible person. Things, they just got out of control. Look, no matter what you think, Cord, I never wanted to hurt Luna, physically or emotionally.
What did you think was going to happen to her, Blair?
Oh, Cord, I didn't think anything. I completely pushed her out of my head.
Very nice.
Look,
Very nice.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying that's what I did. Look, I told you when I came back to Lambview, I tried to stay away from Max. I couldn't. He's in my blood. Just like gambling is in his blood, he's in mine. I couldn't help it, Cord. I couldn't.
When did you realize that, then? Why didn't you just leave town?
Have you ever loved someone so blindly? So blindly that it's like an obsession? Have you? Well, it's excruciating, Cord. At the same time, it's thrilling. And the closer Max and I got, the easier it was for me to push it all aside, all the pain, all the guilt. Just hold on to the exhilaration of being with him.
Just one big old joyride, huh?
And after all is said and done, I would do it all again. I don't regret one moment of time that I had with Max.
Well, you should. You should regret every one of them.
This prisoner was convicted by a jury and sentenced to a long prison term for the rape of Marty Saybrook. Now, he escaped once, during which time he committed murder in the 3rd degree. He attempted another rape and seized and abducted a hostage. Now, Commissioner Buchanan and I are in full agreement.
We cannot urge strongly enough, Mr. Dunstall, that your recommendation to the governor be against a pardon for Todd Manning.
Ms. Saybrook, you wish to speak?
Todd Manning saved my life. And he saved the lives of a police officer, C.J. Roberts, and Jessica Buchanan. And there are a lot of people who are very grateful to him for that. But that does not change what he did to me. He raped me, and he bullied his friends into joining him. With that single act, he changed my life. And when he got the chance, he tried to do it again. He attacked and he tried to rape his own defense attorney, Nora Gannon. And he killed Swade Pruitt. He can sit there till the end of time and say he's sorry. And you know what? Maybe he is, but that does not change who he is. Every chance he gets, he does damage. What about the victim's damage, huh? What about our chance at a normal life? What about our damaged psyche? I don't think he can help it. And I do not think that he will ever be able to change. That's why you cannot let him out. Just ask him. Because I think no one knows that better than he does himself.
Mr. Manning, would you care to reply to that?
Well, you're right, Vicky. There was more to my decision. There was Tina.
Me?
When you told me that you really believed that I was your brother, I can't tell you what that meant. I want the chance to know my sister. Both my sisters. You know, for a long time, I blamed Tina because Irene chose her over me. But Tina had nothing to do with that. Tina didn't even know that I existed.
No one did.
Almost no one. I just want the chance to make up for lost time.
Me too. And Vicky, I have a favor to ask.
Yes?
I would like David to move into Landfair with us.
If anyone needs me, I'll be out in the hall. What were you thinking when you snuck into Luna's room?
I thought it was the right thing to do.
You thought. I'm going to tell you again what I told you last night. Go away. Go back to Landview, or better yet, go back to Miami.
Well, Max, what about us?
Forget about, don't even ask that. There is no more us. Please, please just go away before you help me do more damage.
I never meant to hurt you.
You knew I had a problem. And you let it go on and on and on. I saw it once.
You saw what?
I saw it in your eyes. You knew that I was over the edge. When we were at Atlantic City and I was down on my hands and knees crawling, ripping apart the furniture to try to find loose change so I'd have something to gamble with. You knew it then.
Max, I didn't know anything. I was surprised, yes, but I didn't know anything.
You didn't make the problem. I'm not saying that. That's inside of me. It's like a werewolf or something. I mean, you didn't make the problem, but you sure as hell fed the beast.
I never wanted to hurt you. Max, I never wanted to hurt anyone.
I am the one that's hurting people. And I have to stop hurting myself, so I stop hurting the people I love. My son, my wife, the people that love me.
Max, I love you too.
Yeah, you probably do in your own way.
Thanks. It's the only way I know.
Yeah, well, it's wrong.
How can it be wrong to love?
Just forget it, okay? It doesn't matter anyway because I can't love you.
Don't say that. Don't, please, Max, don't do this to me.
No,
Max.
no. Hey,
No.
I have no choice. Please. But no. Just go away. And just stay away.
No.
How you doing, champ?
I am doing just swell. They're gonna do a little nip and tuck in my old spine, and I'm gonna be just fine.
Oh, Dr. Curran, right?
Yep. And when I'm ready to be moved, they're gonna pack me up and ship me back to Landview.
Well, I hear that she is a very good doctor, Dr. Curran. I hear that she's the best, and you're gonna be in good hands.
Yeah.
Hey, you are not going to be alone through all this. I'm going to be right there, okay? And if you need anything, you tell me. You know, this accident has made Max open his eyes. He sees a lot of things now. And he'll be right there for you.
No.
Know what?
I meant what I said, Cord. I can't be with Max.
Are you sure that's what you really want?
No, but it's what has to be. He can't help me now. He's got to use his mind to help himself. That's what I told him the night I found him in that tent when he was playing cards the night that this happened. And I want to believe that he wants to get help, but I'm not going to be the one standing. I'm not going to be the one behind him making sure that I'm telling him all the time. It's all up to him.
Court, could I talk to you for a second outside?
What's on your mind, Max?
There's something I need... Something I need to say to you.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I know. It's just... Boy, this is tough.
Well, Max, shouldn't be that hard. Just say whatever you got on your mind.
I'm sorry.
David, would you mind terribly if Tina and I had a moment alone?
Oh, no, of course. I'll freshen my drink.
Thank you. I don't know what you was thinking, sweetheart. We cannot have a total stranger living in the same. What about your children? Stranger. Please? Sweetheart, you may or may not. All right. David, I hope you understand this. In spite of any possible family ties, you are a virtual stranger to us, as we are to you.
Of course, I understand. You're not comfortable letting a perfect stranger move in under your roof.
No, I mean, it would be, what?
Well, imprudent? Believe me, don't apologize. I understand completely.
However, we have an alternative suggestion. There are a number of guest cottages on the grounds around Landfair, and the nicest one among them, really, is the carriage house. It's absolutely charming.
No. I don't want to impose on you.
It's not an imposition. Believe me. I want you to know that I am not quite as ready to accept you as Tina is. I mean, no questions asked, you know. I'm afraid I still need to take a bit of time to find out exactly what it is that I believe.
Oh, that sounds reasonable.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Honey, I need a bit of time.
It's not a problem with me.
Thank you, David. And I think it'll be very nice having you in the carriage house, having you so close by, because then we can all have the chance to get to know each other a bit better.
Well, okay. That sounds great to me.
Mr. Manning. Mr. Manning, do you have anything to say on your own behalf? Mr. Manning, clearly you're not happy in prison. You went to great lengths to try to escape once before. Now you have a chance to be released legally. You have nothing to say?
I don't care. One way or the other, I don't care.
Thank you so much, Louis. I mean, Lord knows what I did with my keys.
Well, you let me know if you need another set.
Thank you. Now, I've got an extra set here. And I'm sure they're around here. Somewhere. Probably at the hospital. Well, anyway, thanks again.
Anytime, Miss Price.
Okay. Good night. Am I going senile or what?
Well, if you two will excuse me, I have a date to play tennis.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Thank you, Vicky.
So long.
Bye.
Hello, Vicky. My, aren't you looking remarkably fit? On your way to mop the court with a worthy opponent?
Yes. Well, excuse me, because I have...
I see. You have a tennis date.
Yes.
I also see that you and Tina have been lunching with David Vickers. I think that's wonderful. The way you two have embraced him as your brother. I think family is very important.
Well, that's one thing we agree on, yes.
And we're both blessed with magnificent families. Your children...
Dorian, I'm sorry, I have to...
Yes, I know that. But your children have turned out so remarkably well. Kevin and Jessica and Joey.
Well, thank you very much.
It's a real compliment to you as a parent. I was talking to Joey just the other day about this new business that he started, being a handyman for this summer. He sounded so determined. I'm sure he's going to clean up, so to speak.
Thank you, yes.
How's he doing? Has he gotten a lot of work? I hope so.
Oh, well, it's very nice of you to ask. I think he's doing very well, actually. Seems to be, yeah. I'm sorry, I really have to go.
Yes, have a good game.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was wrong for thinking you betrayed our friendship by seducing my wife. It was the gambling. The gambling and the pressure I was feeling from you and Luna. Boy, I really screwed things up tonight.
Well, yeah, Max, you did.
It's just, I just want to listen to you two. I mean, I couldn't do it. It was like dominoes. I just kept gambling, and one domino kept just falling and falling against the other, and now Luna's paralyzed. And I can't even begin to describe how sorry I am.
Max, being sorry is not what this is all about.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get help. I mean, real help for the gambling. Just as soon as Luna's better.
Max.
Yeah.
I don't think you should wait that long. I don't think about it. How in the hell do you think you can help Luna if you haven't helped yourself first? You hear what I said?
Yeah, I hear you. Do you think you could do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you get Blair out of here? I mean, just take her away from here. I mean, before she upsets Luna anymore. I mean, just get her as far away from me and Luna as you possibly can. I mean, could you do that for me?
You know, that's the first favor you've asked me for in a long time. And I would be glad to do that for you. Had better days, huh?
I would guess that I've had better lives. How's your head?
Only hurts when I laugh.
I guess there's no chance of that these days.
No, not much. Look, Blair.
I'm sorry that I hit you.
Well, just don't let it happen again. Because I'm about to say something else that's going to tick you off real bad.
What?
I'm taking you back to Lambview. Right now. Don't even think about fighting me, because I'll drag you out of here kicking and screaming if I have to.
No. No fight. I got no fight left.
Good.
Let's go.
I messed up everything, Luna. I took perfection and I blew it all to hell. And I am sorrier than I'll ever be able to say. I tell you what, you make it through this, I'll make you a deal. I'll make everything right again, I swear. Here I am giving up gambling and already making deals again. I would sell my soul for you to be all right again. Whatever it takes, whatever I needed to do, I would do it. I'm cleaning up. I'm gonna be whole again. We're both gonna be whole again. I'm gonna get rid of this poison in my system, and you're gonna get well. And I'm gonna get well. And
we'll both be whole again.
So, I should go too. I have to pick up Sarah and CJ from swim class.
Sarah and CJ, my bonus babies. You know, I've always wanted nieces and nephews, and now I've got my wish.
They are great kids.
Yep, they sure are.
I've missed them so much.
Well, now you're home.
Yeah. So, I will see you back at Lamford in about an hour?
I'll be there. I'm gonna go pack my bags right now.
I'm really glad you're staying.
Me too.
There's a lot we have to learn about each other.
Yes, there is.
Bye.
See ya.
You seem to be the apple of your sister's eye.
We're getting along famously.
Oh, famously? How so?
They've asked me to stay in the carriage house.
In the carriage house at Landfair.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have to meet later.
Actually, I'm tied up all day today.
We're going to have to meet later today and discuss your decision.
What's to discuss?
If you decide to accept the offer...
I already have.
If you decide to accept the offer, it would be a terrible mistake.
Ooh. Such a dire warning.
I'm not joking, David. It would be the worst mistake you ever made in your life.
Maybe so. But it sure wouldn't be the first, would it?
Rebecca, what are you doing here?
Well, I presume that's everyone. Given that all parties have addressed this issue, I'll bring up your respective recommendations.
Excuse me.
Rebecca.
I have something I have to say.
About Todd Manning.
Quite pale. Are you sure you feel all right to play tennis? I mean it.
I'm fine. I'm beginning to think you can't stand to face my backhand.
Oh.
You must learn to accept defeat gracefully.
Do me a favor now. Look right in my eyes and promise me.
It'll be a pleasure. You don't have to ask twice. There. I am happy. I am well. There's nothing wrong with me. Any other requests?
Yes, just one. Go talk to Larry just one more time, please. He just came in. Humor me. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure that you really are 100% all right. Okay? I mean, I realize you're not worried, and maybe you're right not to be, but I am. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
All right, Blair, what's going on? What's the deal here? You haven't said a word the whole time we were in the air. All the way from Texas to Lambview, not one word. Now, fine, yeah, you're upset about me dragging you back home? Well, I can live with that, because both Max and Luna